Did you know you have a civic superpower literally sitting right at your fingertips? Welcome to The Explainer, where we are diving into a comprehensive guide on unlocking massive amounts of transparency right from your home computer. Whether you're doing some heavy legal research, maybe just checking up on a pesky traffic ticket, or digging into a personal investigation, understanding how to navigate Palm Beach County's public records gives you incredible insights into local legal proceedings.
And here's the absolute best part. This massive treasure trove of civil, criminal, and traffic records, it's available to you for exactly $0. Yep, you heard that right, totally free. The clerk of the circuit court and comptroller in Palm Beach County actually safeguards the integrity of all these county court records, and they've made this database entirely public. So you definitely do not need to shell out cash for those expensive background check services to see this stuff.
Seriously, why pay for what already belongs to you? The clerk's office has actually put out a massive fraud alert about this. They are warning citizens to watch out for private scammers and third-party companies trying to sell public records. These bad actors charge completely unnecessary fees for copies of property deeds and court documents that you can easily get for free, either online or just by taking a quick trip down to the courthouse. Don't let them trick you into overpaying for the public domain.
Okay, so here is our roadmap for today. We'll look at the power of public records, prep your search strategy, navigate the official website, figure out how to understand your search results, troubleshoot common issues, and wrap up with privacy, ethics, and disclaimers.
All right, part 1, the power of public records, demystifying the databases.
Let's lay out the territory first so you know exactly where to look. Palm Beach County actually splits its records into two main hubs. Think of it like a giant filing cabinet with two big drawers. On one side, for legal matters, you've got court records, which live in a system called eCaseView. This is your go-to for civil, criminal, and traffic cases. On the flip side, for property and major life events, you have official records, housed in a system known as Landmark. Landmark is where you're going to find things like deeds, liens, mortgages, and marriage records.
Now for the bulk of our time today, we're going to focus our superpower on eCaseView. This is the main portal that protects the integrity of the county's court history. It's an amazing tool because it lets any member of the public search, dig into detailed info, and even view actual document images without ever having to leave their desk.
Moving on to part 2, prepping your search strategy and what you need before you start.
Before we even type in a URL, we need to gather our search criteria. It's all about maximizing efficiency so we find exactly what we're looking for, right? The key here is understanding the difference in search access. Sure, anyone can just jump in and do a basic search as a guest without registering. But as a guest, you're pretty limited. You can only search by name, case number, citation number, or offense date. But here's the pro tip. Registering for an eCaseView account is 100% free. And when you log in as a registered user, it unlocks highly specific search filters, things like date of birth, arrest date, booking number, and driver's license number. This is an absolute game changer, especially if you're searching for a really common name and need to filter down a mountain of results.
Okay, part 3, navigating the official website, step-by-step execution. Let's get down to business and see how this all comes together in an actual search on the Palm Beach County Clerk's official portal. If you follow these 5 simple steps, you'll completely bypass those third-party paywalls we talked about and get straight to the genuine source. Step 1, always make sure you are at the official URL, mypalmbeachclerk.com. From there, step 2, just click on Search Court Records, which takes you straight into eCaseView. Step 3, choose whether you're continuing as a guest or logging in as a registered user. Step 4, clear that quick captcha and punch in your search criteria. Finally, step 5, once your case pulls up, you'll want to navigate between the Court Events tab and the Dockets and Documents tab. That's where the real investigation happens.
Part 4, understanding your search results. Or, what exactly are you looking at? So you've hit search and a case pops up. Now you need to know how to read the absolute wealth of data sitting on your screen. You basically have the power to view the entire history of a case. You're going to see upcoming court dates, times, and exact physical locations. You can review the specific charges, the final sentences, the original complaints, and see everyone involved. It's wild. If you're looking at a traffic case, you'll even find the Zoom hearing info and meeting ID right there under the Court Events tab. And honestly, the most impressive part? For most cases dating back to late 2008, you can click and view the actual PDF document images right there in your web browser.
Now, a quick heads up about printing. Viewing these documents and printing regular, uncertified copies at home is totally free. However, there is one exception to keep in mind.
If you need an official electronic certified copy of a court document, the kind that validates the copy is true and correct for official legal use, that's going to cost you $8 per document, plus a tiny 3.5% payment processing fee. Once you buy those certified copies, they just email them right over to you.
We do need to talk about a common hurdle you might run into. For some very obvious and vital privacy reasons, certain types of cases are strictly shielded from basic online public viewing. So if you're searching for cases involving mental health, guardianship, probate, or sensitive family matters like divorce or adoption, you aren't going to be able to see that data or the document images in eCaseView. The only exception is if you are the registered attorney of record for that specific case. If you're not, and you need copies of those documents, you'll have to submit a formal request directly to the Records Department.
All right, Part 5, Troubleshooting Common Issues and Bypassing Technical Hurdles.
If you hit a wall during your search, take a breath, don't worry. The clerk's office actually provides workarounds for the most common issues. For example, a super frequent question is, how do I find my specific court date? If your date isn't immediately staring at you under the Court Events tab, which by the way is usually where you look for criminal, small claims, and domestic violence cases, don't panic. Just click over to the Dockets and Documents tab. Look for a formal document titled Notice of Hearing or Order Setting Hearing. You can literally download that PDF right there and your date will be on it.
Here's another technical snag. Let's say you're traveling outside the United States. Strict security blocks will actually stop you from accessing eCaseView altogether. But there's a really easy bypass for this. The clerk's FAQ suggests installing a free virtual private network or VPN tool. They mention Proton VPN as an example. You just download it, sign in, and select the United States as your IP country of origin. Boom! You can now securely access the database from literally anywhere in the world. Just, remember to turn the VPN off when you're done so it doesn't bog down your internet speed.
And finally, Part 6, Privacy, Ethics, and Disclaimers, Wielding Your Power Responsibly.
Having this level of transparent access to your community's legal proceedings is an incredible privilege. And with that comes the responsibility of wielding it properly. By accessing the official records database, you are expressly consenting to round-the-clock administrative monitoring. The clerk system administrators are constantly watching the database to prevent any malicious activity. You absolutely must ensure you're complying with all federal, state, and local laws. Never, ever attempt to alter, destroy, or damage the database or its source code. Any evidence of criminal activity they find during monitoring, that gets handed straight over to law enforcement. So always use this tool ethically and strictly for legitimate research and personal empowerment.
And of course, we've got to deliver this mandatory disclaimer just to ensure everyone is fully protected. We are providing navigational guidance today on how to access these public records. This explainer does not constitute legal advice. So if you have specific legal concerns or maybe you need help interpreting the implications of a crazy court document you stumbled upon, please always consult a qualified legal professional.
Well, there you have it. You now possess the knowledge to bypass the scammers, save your hard-earned money, and unlock the absolute truth hidden within Palm Beach County's public records. You know exactly how to search, filter, and view the actual documents that shape your community. Be sure to share this explainer with anyone else who could use this incredible level of transparency. I'll leave you with this one final thought. Now that the doors of transparency are wide open, how will you use this civic superpower today?